What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao said this about Errol Spence. He states, "I love to challenge the top guy. I'm faster and I'm stronger than Errol Spence." Wow. you know, Nothing gets a fight started, especially from a fighter that's an underdog, more than the underdog feeling that he is the guy to beat the top guy. Now, we know this shocked head waves when this fight was announced between Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, and it was a fight that it was bittersweet to me, the news. The fight, of course, I think is going to be excellent. It depends on the condition of Manny Pacquiao, because we all know that Errol Spence is going to come to fight each and every time. Okay, he's going to be tough, he's going to be durable, and he's going to be aggressive, and the significance about this fight, I think, is they're both southpaws. The Dennis Ugas negotiations fell through, but hey, this is Manny Pacquiao, the 8-division world champion, the only one of its kind, the alien part 2 behind Bernard Hopkins, the guy that's beating these young guys, and I think he's doing it better than Bernard, because when Bernard did step up, he had a slip up or two. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao has definitely showed who he is and his worth, even at his age, forever getting older day by day. Now, is he faster than Errol Spence? I think reflex-wise, I don't know. It's hard to tell. If we go back to 2019 and the reflexes he had even then, you could tell he missed a step, maybe a step and a half or two. But it depends on what Manny Pacquiao are we comparing him to. He's always been fast. He's always been tough. He's always been quick with those rapid-fire combinations. But how is he going to be over 2 years later? Excuse me. That's the question. How will Manny Pacquiao be at that point? Will Manny Pacquiao be that guy that upset Thurman? Will he be that dude? Because even in that fight, Thurman came back. Okay. And that was and Thurman showed him like, hey, I ain't going nowhere. You must have knocked me down in the first round, but I'm going to go toe-to-toe with you. And I think Thurman, he should have boxed and instead of tried to slug, because he tried to knock Manny Pacquiao out. That wasn't going to happen. But, hey, he did take a lot of right hands. And that's behind that Marquez right hand that dropped him and knocked him out for about 2 minutes in 12. So, dealing with someone like Errol Spence is going to come work in the body. He's going to break you down bit by bit. But is he faster? I don't think at this point, I could be wrong, but I don't think at this point Manny Pacquiao's reflexes are faster than Errol Spence, and that's what you need. Okay, reflexes that make all the difference in the world between an older fighter and a younger fighter. Now when we're talking about combinations themselves, I don't think anyone throws those type of punches like Manny Pacquiao. He still has the speed, being 42 years of age. So it's still very impressive, and Manny, says, and a lot of that contributes to your lifestyle. If you look at the old quote unquote center Pacquiao back in the day, he used to like the one that whooped Mosley and the guys that knocked out Ricky, that guy. And he didn't make a life change because he used to drink and all this stuff and party a lot. And you know what I mean? If that same person, that same Arturo Gatti style person would have still been on the scene, I don't think he would have been the fighter he is today, unless he made a life change, and the life change due to the spiritual. Okay. And, and he took the change for the better, godly wise. So he didn't drink and stuff like that. He didn't feel tired like he normally did. So he took his career, I think, seriously at that point. He was a little better. A lot of people would say, oh, he's off the juice or whatever when he stopped knocking people out. But then again, those were those people that he knocked out. He didn't fight them again, right? And then didn't knock them out after he's already knocked them out. Counterpunch. So a lot of times people give him flack about the PED and all that rumored use. But no, fighter, especially Errol Spence. He's another fighter with the swollen nipples and stuff like that. None of these guys have tested positive for anything. So until they do, you can't call them and you cannot put them on that shelf. But is he stronger? I'm not sure about that either. Because Manny Pacquiao is fighting a guy that's a bigger heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have to work and use those movements to get in, which with those calves, that foundation that Manny Pacquiao's sitting on, I'm pretty sure that he can do a thing or two eventually. But it just shows you the level of confidence. A lot of people will say it's a level of disrespect that Manny Pacquiao says, and I am faster, I am stronger than Errol Spence. I know he does not fight too fast. So we'll see, you know what I mean? But it's a good thing. It's a good thing mentally for him to have that belief that he is faster and he is stronger. Now, can he hurt Errol Spence? That's the question. Sean Porter shocked Errol Spence a couple times, kind of rocked him. But did he ever have Errol Spence out on his feet? You know what I mean? And then Sean Porter is a, rough, durable, rowdy fighter. You know what I mean? Very aggressive and smothers his own punches. And I think that may be the problem versus Manny. If Manny has that, that counterpunch capability off the back foot and stuff like that, that would be a very big question mark for Errol Spence if he does get hit with those punches from Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao will be throwing. He won't be a Danny Garcia, people. That's the good thing. Regardless if he's 42 years of age or not, he's going to come in there fighting and swinging, and he's going to go out on his shield. So that's one thing, rest assured. It will be an action-packed night of fighting, but him saying I'm faster and stronger than Errol Spence remains to be seen. However, I will add my 2 cents in there. I think Errol Spence is definitely bigger, definitely younger, definitely has the edge in, I would believe, stamina, endurance, those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Manny Pacquiao stating that he is faster and stronger than Errol Spence. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.